Hey guys, so it's me, Alexandria, and today I will be showing you guys a finger coil tutorial. This is my first time trying this, so I am super excited. I don't know if it's going to turn out good or it's going to completely fail, so you guys will see it with me. So right now I'm starting off. My hair was it was in a protective style. It was in two twists. I just took it out right now. I'm about to go shampoo it so I can start with freshly washed, clean hair. So I'm starting off with freshly washed, soaking wet hair. And so I'm also sectioning off a section in the front to put away. And then I'm also going to section away a section in the back to put away. And I'm going to deal with this little section here. And you already know the deal. I'm going to spray my DIY leave-in conditioner, which will be linked in the description box of the video on where I make this. I'm going to work it into my hair. I was going to use coconut oil, but as you can see it was solid. And I just didn't feel like scooping it out. So keeping soaking wet hair means water was dripping all over my face, and I kept having to take breaks. So I started with this tiny little section, and I applied the Troots Beauty curl defining cream. And then I realized, girl, I cannot do tiny little sections like this. So I decided to just grab the whole section and just to work the product in there. Like I said, this is the Troots curl defining cream. I think it's Butter Curls curl defining cream. I'll link where you can get it in the description box. So I'm working that into this section and just making sure that's smooth all the way in. And then again, I had to take another break because this water was dripping down my face. The struggle was so real. This is the downside of dealing with soaking wet hair, but the results come out better on soaking wet hair versus just damp hair. So I decided to use Troots 5-in-1 oil to seal it in. So I'm doing the LCO method. I'm using my leave-in, my cream, and then I'm using an oil. And the cream and the oil are both by Troots. Like I said, I will link them in the description box. So I'm starting off with a tiny little section here, and I'm twisting it a little bit, and then I'm twirling it on my fingers. So I twirl it around my finger, and then what I started to do was, as I got to the middle, I started to hold the hair and then twirl the end. So just hold the top of the hair that you're about to deal with, and then twirl it, just as you can see what I'm doing here. Just twirling and twirling it, and my other hand is just holding the hair in place. So that was one, and so then I'm going to use another one, and I'm going to repeat the exact same process. I'm going to do a little bit of finger detangling because you do want this section to be smooth and detangled before you do this. And then I'm just going to twirl it on my finger. Sometimes I twist, sometimes I twirl, and then I hold the section a little bit in the middle and then twirl the bottom, just so that it can just be even and look neat. And then I'm just going to basically just keep twirling around my finger. This is finger coiling, so you're really just coiling your hair around your finger. You get to the end, you want to make sure you really coil it nice so that it can, stay together. So I'm working on another section. As you can see, my sections got bigger. So I sprayed my leave-in conditioner in there, worked that into my hair, applied a little bit of the Butter Curls curl defining cream, and then I applied a little bit of the oil. Like I said, this is the LCO. And then I'm working all of those three products straight into my hair, making sure that it really gets in there and moisturizes my hair. Then after that, I'm going to take a little tiny section here, twist it a little bit at the roots, and then twirl it. So what I started doing is twisting and twirling. So I'll twirl it like 3 times and then twist it. And as you can see there, twirling and then twist and then twirl and twirl and twirl. And then when I get to the ends, that's all I have to do. Twirl it. As you can see, I'm kind of holding a piece on the top, like holding the piece. As you see, my hand is holding the hair, the other hand is twisting. That just kind of made it a little bit easier to finger coil. So I'm going to section off. I'm going to show you guys it one more time. So I'm going to section off a section of hair, detangle it a little bit, and then twirl. One thing I wish I would have done was twist it closer to the root, but it didn't really affect the style, so it's okay. So that I'm twirling and twirling and twirling. I had a little bit of breakage there, so that's why some pieces were sticking out. So I just fixed that and made sure everything looked nice and neat. And then twirling and twirling and twirling and twirling. Sometimes I twisted, sometimes I twirled. Honestly, I didn't use the same technique all around my head. So I'm just going to twirl, especially when you get to the ends, you really want to twirl those so that your whole thing can just stay in place. So this is what it looks like when I finish everything. So I am recovering from heat damage, like I said in my other video. I'll link that in the iCards video. I talk about my heat damage. So as you can see, some pieces are just kind of frizzy, just because they don't curl right. Just because honestly, like I said, I am recovering from some heat damage. But for the most part, this is what it looks like. I did retouch up those sections that look frizzy. So that's what so the next morning, they shrink up, of course. And so I got a little excited last night and I took out some pieces in the front. That's why you can see some pieces are kind of loose in the front, because I took those out because I just was impatient and I wanted to see what it's going to look like. So anyway, so I'm starting with the back, and I'm about to explain the technique that I use. So basically what I did was I would twirl the finger coil in the opposite direction, and then I would twirl it back in the right. I would separate and then twirl it right in the back. Oh my goodness. Guys, I can't speak or explain. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys again. So what I did is I twirl it in the opposite direction as you just saw, and then I would separate. So I'm twirling it in the opposite direction that I twisted it, separating it, and then twirling it back in the direction that I twisted it in, just so that the finger coils that I separated still curl up nice. So like I said, I'm twirling it in the opposite direction that I twisted it in just to loosen up the twist. Then I separate, and I twirl it a few times in the back, going back in the original direction. And I would kind of adjust it. If the curls kind of looked weird, I would re-twirl it. But again, like I'm show you guys again. So I'm going to twirl it in the opposite direction that I finger coiled it in, separate it. Once I have so I'm going to keep doing that until it is separated. Once I have separated it, the individual pieces I'll twirl back so that they curl how they were supposed to be curling when I twirled it. So yeah, so that's what I said again. So I twirl them about like 2-3 times. You don't need to do it about more than 3 times, even though I did in some section. So again, like I said, I twirl them in the opposite direction that I twisted it in, separate them. Sorry, I was listening to music, so that's why I was moving like that. And then twirl it back so that the curls, go back to how they're supposed to be. Twirl it back 1 or 2 times, or even 3 times. Twirl it back. So separate and then just re-twirl them back so that they form nice little curls. So this is what it looks like when I have separated all of them. So some parts are frizzy, like I said, but for the most part it looks nice, and I'm really impressed and how this, especially this is my first time. So this is more of a little bit of an up close to show you how it looks. So when it came to styling, I didn't know how I was going to style it, so I started with the puff. But I didn't keep this style, if you were wondering. I was just experimenting with what looked great because I did have a job interview. So I did wear it in a puff in the job. So my hairstyle changed throughout like the whole day. I started in a puff like so. And so this is what the puff looked like. And then it ended up with 2 puffs in the front. That's what I decided to do. I like this better. It made my curls look a little bit better, and it showed the hairstyle a little bit more. So this is how I ended the day, with my hair in 2 puffs in the front and everything else out. As you guys can see, some parts are frizzy, some parts are really defined. I really liked this style. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.